I take this seriously. Don't doubt that. I take it seriously. It doesn't make me feel good when people say those things, and I recognize that I have work to do. But when I started running for the Senate in New York, a lot of the same things were said. I won. I worked hard for the people of New York, and I was reelected with 67% of the vote. I am delighted to ask yourselves, were 67% of the people in New York wrong? Were 66% of the American public wrong? Or maybe, just maybe, when I'm actually running for a job, there is a real benefit to those on the other side in trying to stir up as much concern as possible. So I take it seriously, and I'm going to work my heart out. The great diversity of our nation. First of all, we're going to start immediately. I want this to be a clear, high priority for my administration. We will be prepared to introduce legislation as quickly as we can do so. I am hoping that the outcome of the election, which I am working hard to ensure a victory, will send a clear message to our Republican friends that it's time for them to quit standing in the way of immigration reform.
Usually I am on the campaign trail with Secretary Clinton, and we're at a very crowded event, so it's great to be able to have this conversation.
We have to recognize that, of course, some of the appeal is xenophobic and racist and misogynistic and offensive. We have to acknowledge that. But let's not lose sight of the real pain that many Americans are feeling because the economy has left them behind. It sent the case back to be tried. It did not determine the case. So we have to reject and stand up against the appeals to the kind of bigotry and the use of bluster and bullying that we see coming from Trump's campaign. But let's not forget the real economic challenges that too many Americans of all backgrounds are facing today. So that's how I think about it, and that's how I'm going to try in this campaign to respond to and rebuke all of the horrible things he says on a pretty regular basis, but not about me. I could care less about that. But when he goes after individuals, when he accuses a distinguished federal judge of Mexican heritage of not being fair, when he insults a Gold Star family of a Muslim American who served in the military, you know the list. I will stand up and call him out on that.